Hello, hello. We are in the summer slowdown. That's what I'm calling it over here. And I am so excited to be putting together this special solo episode in the middle of the summer. We are moving and grooving over here. As I mentioned before, I decided not to fully pause the podcast this summer, but just to slow down a little bit and really share when I have time and space to bring some magic to you guys. And that's exactly what I have for you today. Because we are 6 months into the year. We've completed 6 months. I'm on track for my best year yet. What I'm deeming to be my quantum leap year, and my takeaways and growth spurt moments have been exponential. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, is kind of a halfway through 2024 review and sharing some of my aha moments and synchronicities, a lot of the woo magic that is really bringing all these pieces of the self-development puzzle together. And hopefully you'll get some good aha moments or golden nuggets yourself. So this is our 6-month halfway point check-in of 2024. Very exciting. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Messy Success Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Henson. This podcast is your space, your corner of the world to be messy, creative, and ambitious as you want to be. I'm incredibly passionate about helping people do what they love and make a living doing it. We all know that is a messy process, but the messy imperfection, the messy success is what makes it all so beautiful. I'm here to help you build community around your brand so that marketing is easy. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire, in my opinion. We're all in this together. We shine the light on others, focus on leadership. And our theme here for 2024 is the 1% adventure, where we're getting 1% better every single day. So what do you say we get started? Okay, I'm not even totally sure where to start. I'm just going to dive in. So before my event, I think I mentioned on here that I found a new assistant, Amber. She helped with Elevate. She literally joined the team about three weeks before the event. I think it was not long. It was like we threw her right into the trenches. And Amber has just been such a great addition to the team. She's local, so she's kind of a blend of my executive assistant and personal assistant. She's starting to take over my email inbox, and that has just been wonderful. And to be completely transparent, especially during the summer slowdown, I've been having a lot of these moments, and I have these moments with all of my team and all of the business investments that I make of like, can I really afford this? Should I be putting this money towards something else? And we're always evaluating, second guessing, but I try to look at it from, the highest viewpoint possible, because when we're in our logical brain and really like fear, right? Fear, scarcity, the ego, all these things come in. But when I really think about the business, the company, and where we're going, it all makes sense. And it's enough money that it's a stretch, but it's not enough money that it's going to put me in any kind of trouble. And I think this is where we really want to live when it comes to stretching ourselves and discomfort, is we want to be on the edge of, this is uncomfortable. I'm working hard to make this happen. Intention is a better word than working hard. I'm being intentional about making this happen, but I'm not putting myself in like financial destructive decisions, right? Like we're just right there on that edge. But that has been really good and really expansive for me. And while I'm not working as hard during the summer, it's giving Amber and I an opportunity to find our groove and what that all looks like. So thank you, Amber, if you're listening. Also, I shared in a past episode 151 about my event in April. And I'm sure I mentioned how freaking expansive this event was for me. And so much is like still kind of coming to fruition and making sense. We are at over $41,000 in sales from the ripple effect of that event, which is completely blowing my mind. I am running my dream program, Elevate, which is funny when I really looked back at it, because we just went through the Business by Design launch. So the month of June, I spend really in the Business by Design world. I'm on the sales team. I'm a coach on James's team. And I love that time of year because I reflect so much on my growth since 2019 when I joined James's program and really started to pivot away from the wedding industry and into this online space. So I was reflecting a lot on my own journey. And in 2019, I launched the virtual chapter, Shine the Light Society, which was basically trying to convert my in-person membership at the time to an online membership. And I launched it literally from Business by Design in California. I went live in my Facebook group, collecting my beta members. And to be really kind of full circle moment, funny, not funny, Elevate is very similar to what Shine the Light Society was. And Elevate is my group coaching program that is really my dream come true. And Shine the Light Society was too, but it was a much lower ticket offer. It was community for the sake of community. I wasn't doing as much teaching and coaching. I mean, at the time, I thought I was really coaching, but, I've learned so much and I've become such a better coach because all the training that I've done in the past 5 years. But it really is cool to look at this and say, I was always building the same thing. It just got so much better because I got better, because I have been on this self-development journey that I just love so much. And, when I was in the weeds of it all, it felt like I was constantly pivoting and changing and doing something else and being really confusing. But I was really just on this journey to learn and to become who I needed to become to get to the point that I'm at now, where we have 14 members inside my group coaching program. And this is my dream. Like, the way I've built the program, the way people show up in the program, the way I show up in the program, the amount of energy that I get to pour into it versus what I'm receiving. I mean, it's all my dream. The women that are in this program are my dream women to be working with. I can't say enough about just how great it is. And it's such a testament to just all the years of learning and gathering information and focusing on my self-development. And this is one of the biggest ahas that I wanted to share, that's a synchronicity with the event and the results that I'm seeing now. So one thing I've shared about the event constantly is that what kept me going was this whole idea of who I was going to have to become to pull it off, because I had never done anything like it before. I had never marketed anything to that extent where the result was really important. And I mean, the result is in like filling the room, not like the monetary results, but it was really important to me to get as many people as possible in that room. Because, we had sponsors that were investing, people that were investing, and I was so committed to pulling this off as the best event I'd ever done, that the best event they'd ever been to. And even though it was really difficult at times and like I would want to quit, I got really excited about the person that I was going to have to become. I know I've shared that before, but I'm getting somewhere with this. And I'm learning in real time that is what triggers your manifestation. Okay? And I don't think I've talked a ton about manifestation on this podcast because I'm such a student of it. I'm living this right now where I'm starting to connect these dots. I've always believed in affirmations. I've always believed our thoughts create our reality. You know, as soon as I learned this stuff, it was very easy for me to buy into it 5 years ago. But manifestation has always felt like this. I've seen evidence of it in my life, even before I knew what it was. I've been aware that I had manifested things, but I couldn't nail down how I was doing it. Like I was trying to really unravel what the heck. I understand what it is, and I understand how people do it, but to transcend that into how I can do it is this big aha moment that I'm kind of living in right now. So I'm sharing this with you guys in real time. So I realized with the event, the act of let me get really excited about who I'm going to be. Let me get really excited about the things I'm going to learn rather than being excited about the outcome or focused on the outcome is exactly what manifested the best possible outcome. Okay. And I'm starting to play with this in other areas. For example, I am trying to manifest, a lump sum of money. I mentioned to you guys in a previous episode about my Amazon journey, and it's been a little bit of a headache, and I'm ready to pay off some of my Amazon debt, right? That's a very specific project. So I keep these two projects and sides of my business very separate because Elevate, my entire coaching side of my business, everything that I've been doing for a long time, like we're healthy, we're financially sound. But the Amazon stuff, my planner, my product, e-commerce, messy success side of the brand is new. And when we're new at things, we take on new challenges and we do them differently. So I am like ready to manifest a lump sum of money so that I can be done with that side of what's giving me a headache. Okay. I'm trying to be transparent here, but also make this applicable to everybody listening. So, and also you're not really supposed to share about your manifestations while you're in them. So I'm trying not to get too specific. So I'm trying to manifest a certain lump sum of money, a certain result. And in that, what I'm getting excited about is what I'm going to learn, who I'm going to become, and I'm not focused on the outcome because the outcome will take care of itself. And I set a goal for myself. And honestly, if I don't hit it, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. The outcome itself, the amount of money that I can bring in or manifest is actually irrelevant, right? Like I'm just gamifying a goal for myself. But instead of focusing on the dollar amount, I'm focusing on being really excited about the person that I'm going to become and the things that I'm going to learn in order to achieve it. So do you see the repetition here with my event and now with this thing I'm trying to manifest, right? Whatever it might be, whether it's the money or whether it's a new car or whatever you want in your life, 10 new members into my program. Like I'm going to have so much fun with this, but I can't do them all at the same time. Right. So I'm laser focused on, just bringing in massive amounts of money into the business in the next 30 to 60 days. And laser focused on that, what I mean is I'm having fun in the journey. I'm getting really curious and excited about what I'm going to learn, the actions I'm going to take, and I'm not focusing on the outcome from this place of I need it, I want it, not even focusing on I desire it. I'm just focused on like, who do I need to become and what do I need to learn? And being in that journey piece of it. And I know people say it all the time, like, just fall in love with the journey and not the outcome. But like, to see that as truth in 2024 over and over and over again, and to be sitting down with other business owners just a few weeks ago. This is a cool story too with the synchronicities. Sitting down at one of my free meetups that I host. This was a small one. Like I said, summer slowdown. There was like 5 or 6 of us. And one of the women next to me says, I'm kind of done with free. Like, I'm done giving away things for free in my business. And it's kind of ironic because we're all sitting there at this free event that I'm hosting, right? And I said to the whole group, I said, we do things for free when it feels like a gift to us, to the giver, right? Me as the giver, it feels like an absolute gift to be sitting here with you women, 5, 6 of us, on a Friday in June. This is a gift to me. I would rather be nowhere else. So it doesn't matter to me whether I'm charging or not charging in that moment, because that is 110% the way that I was choosing to spend my time. And if we can look at the things in our business that we choose to do for free, that we choose to do complimentary, as not a gift to the receiver, I'm sure it's both, but as a gift to us as the giver, right? And even in my photography business, I'm barely shooting anymore, but I had some friends ask me to photograph their very small wedding ceremony. Like, yeah, sure, no problem. Didn't charge them, no big deal, because I chose to see that as a gift to me, right? That they thought of me to do it, that they included me in something so small and so intimate. What a treasure and what a gift that I was able to do that for them, right? And that change that's that magnetic energy. Because when I said that to these women at the table, I knew with 100% certainty that they all believed me, right? That I was not there with this ulterior motive. I don't even sell my program at the end of these meetups. Ironically, that specific meetup, I did talk about the program, but 9 times out of 10, I don't. We have these free meetups. Half the room is already either working with me or knows about it. It's just not my intent to sell my program at these free meetups. But now that I'm saying it out loud, probably would be a good strategy for me to try that. But I truly host this because I love to be in the room with other business owners, and it brings me so much joy, and it is a gift that I'm able to do it, that I have the funding to have the space to do it. It's all a gift to me, a gift that the universe is giving me, or whoever, that I'm giving myself, however you want to look at it. And in turn, I'm able to bless other people, and it means a lot to them. But because they can feel that magnetic energy, that I truly am there because I want to be, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be, they can feel that magnetic energy. The results are so different than if I was like, oh, I'm done with doing things for free, or you guys all owe me because I hosted this for 2 hours, or just walking around the world from this place of, I'm not going to do anything for free. People have to pay me. Right? And I'm not saying that's incorrect. I don't teach my students to go around giving things out for free, but we get to choose what feels like a gift and what doesn't. And that's where I draw that line, because believe me, I charge people and my prices are premium, and I feel really, really good about the amount of money that I make for the work that I do. But to build that trust, right? I show up the same whether somebody's paying me or whether they're not, in the form of like, we're sitting down together. I love, love, love to help people. And it's a gift to them when they make that decision to go all in. And we all know when people pay, they pay attention. And that when they invest, that's a gift to themselves because they're going to show up differently, right? So it is both. Charging people is very important. Do not take that as a message to go out and do everything for free. But I want you to really think about your purpose and your dharma. This is where the next of my synchronicities is coming in. And when you're truly living in that purpose, the money truly doesn't matter, which is what manifests and attracts more money. And I've been having so much fun this year realizing that my dharma, my purpose, has been in me all along. And it was delivered to me through my mother. When I was at a young age, she would tell me over and over to do what you love and find a way to make a living doing it. Like, do what you love first. So, good gosh, that's all I've ever done. I never really fit into corporate America. I was fired from my first corporate America job. Like, it's never been for me. I have always just followed what I love since I graduated college. Even throughout college, I played field hockey. I could have cared less about the education. I mean, now I love to learn and it's all paying off. But at the time, I loved my art classes. But I was just checking the boxes, you guys. But I loved playing field hockey and that was my passion. And I chased that for a long time. So even before it was a job, I was doing exactly what my mom told me, and I was doing what I loved and figuring out how to make a living later. So now at the age of 42, I'm like, oh, this is my dharma. This is my life's purpose, is to help people do what they love and make a living doing it. And that was there all along. And to see these little pieces of evidence of that has been fun, right? And to know that when I host these meetups or when I'm sitting here recording the podcast, whatever it might be, that I'm living in my true purpose, this whole need to market or sell or be so stuck in the businessy things, like that melts away because I can do this. I can live in my purpose without a business. Nobody can take it from me. It's always going to be there. So there's no scarcity around it, only abundance. And my ability to learn and improve and generate more wealth and more abundance and help more people is only going to grow because I have no fear of not making it. I have no fear of it not working or any of that. That's all gone. It's completely dissolved. Now, I'll continue to do things that push me to get me uncomfortable, to have me continue growing. I'm going to continue to do things like that. But it's the way that I'm doing them from this place of excitement and curiosity and what am I going to learn and who am I going to become? And that's what's manifesting the results. Crazy, right? Okay, so the Dharma synchronicities. Just recently, all of these money things are falling into place, right? Like I'm starting to see, that I'm manifesting this amount of money and it's already happening. It was like July 2nd and I'm like, I'm already a 10th of the way there. Like it's already happening and it's kind of happening faster than I thought. It's all happening. So it's all there. And then I'm reading this book about money, which is incredible. And then on Instagram, I see James and Catherine Zenkina talking about their dharma and how it's been within you all along. So it's like just all these things that are happening to me at the same time are kind of reaffirming. And then Sarah, one of my students who I adore, sent me a message on Instagram and she was just sending me the audio on a reel. She was like, I love this audio. It made me think of you. And it was the one that was, am I dreaming? No, I'm living in my dream. And I had created a reel with that exact audio that she was a part of. So I sent that back to her and I said, yes, I created a reel with that already. And you were there because it was from my event. And I just said, thank you so much, like, for being here and for being part of allowing me to live out my Dharma. And within minutes of that, you guys, somebody registers for my workshop. Someone I don't know where they came from, didn't come from my Instagram post, within minutes. And it was just like this little wink from the universe, right? Like, those moments are so cool. I wasn't working. I wasn't at my desk. I was standing in my bedroom just after a workout. Like, I think I was either out of the shower or about to shower. I'm not sure, but I was just checking my notifications on my phone, responded with that. And then within minutes, out of nowhere, somebody registers for my workshop. No email was sent, no nothing, just like this really cool universal wink, like I said. So all of these amazing things falling into place. I'm unlocking this ability to manifest and I'm having fun with it. There's no pressure on the outcomes. It's just a journey and starting to really be playful and enjoy all of this. And I've always loved it. I wouldn't be here if I did it. You guys know I love business so incredibly much. And I love community and the people that I get to be around. And, if I could talk about and be immersed in one thing for the rest of my life, it would be this self-development topic. Because I just think it's so freaking fun to push ourselves and to get better and to help more people and to think about our legacy. That's all fun for me. But there's this freedom that I'm starting to experience, not only financially, but in the way that I'm showing up. And I'm done trying to figure it out. I'm done trying to, what's the next big thing? How do I get on the map? How do I do this? How do I do that? It's all so clear now. So I hope that helps you. And I hope you're enjoying your summer. One of the other things on my list to mention was we have worked with Jessica Rasdall, still kind of in the process, on getting more speaking engagements. So that's really exciting. We're going to be elevating and improving some of my current talks, creating a new talk, just to continue to allow my brand to grow as I'm growing so much as a human being. And I'm just really excited about helping more and more and more people. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for listening. If this was helpful for you, please leave us a review on iTunes or share this episode with a friend, as this is a pretty special little 6-month check-in episode. I cannot wait. Again, I'm so excited to see who I've become in another 6 months from now. Just seeing the quantum leaps that we are experiencing. And I cannot wait to share it with you because you guys know this is the Messy Success Podcast and I share everything in real time as it's happening. This is totally unscripted, totally behind the scenes, which is why I love the podcast so much, because it's where I truly just dump everything. And if you don't believe me, you can go back and listen and you will experience this crazy, twisty journey that I have been on. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. This is episode 155. So if you want to check out the show notes, you're going to go to elizabethhenson.co/E155 to get all the notes and links from this episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so, so much. You guys all make this possible, and I will see you soon.